Alright, first and foremost, welcome back to the channel. It's been a couple weeks since we've had a live cop, but I did end up copping a lot of stuff, and I am going to put a lot of that in this video. It's been a wild week. There's been all kinds of drops from PlayStations to multiple sneaker releases. I think I figured out a secret on foot sites. I freaked myself out today. We're going to jump into that in this episode. It's a great one, so stick around until the end. And as always, I'm not jumping into it again because I do it in every video, but if you want to join the group, links on the screen and the description below. If you don't, no worries. Thank you for the support and watching the channel, and I hope you guys enjoy this week's episode of Gump Boy Live Cops. Was able to secure a ceramic dunk, and this is it. I didn't even realize I hit when I hit. I actually have been running Balco for quite some time, including my repurchasing of Balco now and my experience in the past with Balco, and I know how to cop with Balco very well. But because I hadn't ran it for so long, I actually was doing something wrong that was super key in copying, and I didn't even notice it until this release. I was really wondering, why am I not able to cop anything with Balco? I used to be so good with it, and then I finally had that moment of realization where I was like, okay, I haven't been clicking this specific box on the bot, and I think if I click this box, I'll start copying again. And I clicked the box, and sure enough, I ended up copying that pair, and I wasn't even going too hard on these, but I feel like if I go hard in the future with Balco, I will be able to secure multiples moving forward, but we'll just have to see in the next episode. Now, we are going to be jumping into the Supreme Air Force Ones, and getting into that, I want to say that I did end up selling Mech, and I do not regret my decision whatsoever. No, I didn't sell it because I wanted the money or anything like that. I just have way too many bots, and recently Mech has been giving me a lot of issues, and Cyber has actually been copying over Mech for me and copying me multiples. Mech was amazing last season, and I still think that Mech is amazing, but unfortunately there's just so many bots competing with it now, and Cyber has really just stuck through the test of time on Supreme. So moving forward, we're going to be running Cyber. Let's see how we ended up doing on the Supreme Air Force One release. We'll get into that right now. So we ended up copying Dunks, Kobe's. A lot of these were just test trial runs. Obviously I was trying to go hard and cop, multiples, but there's just been a lot of issues on foot sites since they implemented the data dome. Now they added the new G test captchas, so there's just all these changes being made. So right now I'm really just trying to figure out what proxies work on foot sites, what are the best proxies, and really just trying to perfect my setup on all these sites like Shopify and foot sites. So that's what I've been struggling with. So I am happy that I was able to get the Dunk, and I was able to get obviously the Supreme Air Force One. There's also proxy issues on Supreme as well, and then the Kobe on foot sites. Now I think I figured out what I've been doing wrong on foot sites, so we're about to see what happens on these Jordan 4 Fire Reds, and I have the full setup from start to finish, so we're gonna check that out now. only going for 2 pairs there, and I think I ended up hitting 10. Only like 7 logged in the bot, but I ended up hitting my buddy a bunch, and I ended up hitting some myself. I don't know what the total count is yet. We're still trying to like count charges and figure it out, but you can't really tell in the footage, but that all happened in a matter of seconds. Once I created the second group for champs, next thing you know, just carded like 7, and then just they all started checking out, and I was like, oh my god. And you can't really tell in the footage, but I started to panic and tried to shut off the task, and I did end up shutting off the task. At that point, they had already just started checking out. And I don't know how many we ended up with total for sure. I'll have to update you guys in the next video. I did also end up copying a bunch of cards with a bot that I'm not going to talk about in this video. Maybe I'll talk about that in the next episode. And I also did end up hitting like a bunch of PlayStations and a bunch of Xboxes. Unfortunately, 3 of them ended up getting canceled, but I did end up with about 10 PlayStations, and I also ended up with about 3 Xboxes, one of those being copped this morning. So I'm pretty pumped about that. I actually ended up carding 2 PlayStations manually and checking them both out, and both ended up shipping. I didn't even mean to do it. I was for sure ready to get canceled, but they ended up shipping for some reason. I don't know why. I'm happy about it. I'm not complaining. But I did end up doing well with those. We do have more PlayStations and more Xboxes dropping on Monday, which I'm super excited about as well. And we're gonna go full blast on these. These things are just absolute money right now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, if you want to, like I mentioned in the beginning, you can join the cook group, premium cook group, one-on-one support. We do it all. Links on the screen here, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode later.